Girl, the mic wasn't even on. What's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to come and run my mouth just for a quick second. I didn't want too much of nothing, child. It's the day after, okay? The morning after, yeah. The day after Thanksgiving. Girl, I just got back in the house. I had ordered some stuff from Target, and so I had to go pick that up. Um, and then I stopped and got me something to eat. It's so crazy. I'm not a big. I know it's crazy. Like, why you stop and get something to eat after Thanksgiving? I'm not a big after think. Like, as long as I can get my itch scratched for Thanksgiving. Like, as long as I can eat on Thanksgiving Day, then I don't care about Thanksgiving food after that. I know, right? Like, I had my dressing, I had my ham, all that good stuff yesterday. Then I was fine. I didn't bring not one plate home. Um, But yeah, it was cool. Went and saw family yesterday. Um, it was cool. It was cool. Can't complain. My mama's boyfriend, he cooked. Yes, girl. I think my mama cooked some beans. What else did she make? I think that was it, child. I think she did the same thing last year. Cause my mom he cooked last year. He can cook and he can bake. I know, right? That's why I be telling y'all. Y'all need to start allowing your sons to, girl, be more than football players. You don't know who you could potentially have. Girl, you could have the next girl chef of America sitting in your house, but because you don't want him knowing how to cook or playing with a kitchen set, you know, it's just a mess. But he cooked last year. I think last year my grandmother she only brought dumplings. Yeah, but he cooked last year. He cooked this year, and he baked some cakes. He can cook and he can bake. Well, I know he can bake the stuff that he bakes. I don't know if he's like I don't know if he can just bake everything, but yeah. So but it was cool, and that was pretty much it. You know what? You know what made me kind of disgusted though? Can I say something? And this is why I have that. For those who have watched my channel, they know. Shout out to the new people. What's up? My name is Rodney. I'm a real picky eater. And I really don't. I really don't do potlucks. Like honest, I never even really heard of a pot. I never knew that was a name of it until like later in life. They used to have potlucks at one of my jobs, and I just never was the person who wanted to eat. Like I'm that girl who's asking, girl. I'm only eating the food from the people that I know. Girl, what you say? Girl, what you say you cooked? You say you cooked the green beans? Girl, it's three green beans over there, girl. The one in the silver pan? Okay, girl. And what you say you cooked, sister? The potato salad? Girl, it's two potato salads over there, girl. Oh, the one with the raisins? Girl, I ain't put no goddamn raisins in my potato salad. Okay, girl, my bad. Girl, I'm sorry, girl. Girl, what you said you cooked too? The fried chicken? Girl, it's four fried chickens over there, girl. The one with the foil on the top? Girl, it's two with foil paper on the top. Girl, just go over there and tell me. Just go over there and show me. Girl, that's me. I need to know what my sisters brought because that's the only food I'm eating. Because because the way that y'all think that it is cute to post videos online of y'all. Like I saw somebody posting a video of somebody frying chicken in like it was like a washer and dryer. It was weird, and I'm like, girl, and they were really frying they was frying something, and I'm like, girl, why do y'all think that this is cute? This even furthermore proves my point of why you should not be eating people's food. Then I saw Christina Milian making macaroni and cheese, and she was just digging in the macaroni and cheese with her hands. And I know that people use their hands. I mean, girl, you ain't got no choice but to use your hands. Excuse me. Even when you go to some of these fancy restaurants, some people don't be wearing no gloves back there, right? So I get that people use their hands to cook, to cook food and all that stuff, but it just does not look appeasing to me when I see you just like, oh. And it's just like, ugh. It's like I see these viral videos of people just doing crazy stuff with food. And even if you're not like that in real life, I'm going to say that you're like that way in real life. I saw this one lady, I think, washing greens in her bathtub. Like, to me, again, while that could be a joke that you're trying to pull just to be cute on the internet, I'm going to think you nasty in real life. Like, you's a nasty heifer. Girl, you a nasty heifer. Your house is nasty. You know, I used to have this rule when I used to work, girl, at the electricity company. Girl, if your cubicle is nasty, your house is nasty. Girl, you don't even get you're not even trying to keep your cubicle. You're not even trying to keep your cubicle clean. So if you don't care that we all in this space and we can all see how nasty and filthy your cubicle is, and girl, I know your house is even nastier. So you's a nasty heifer in my book. And that's just what it is, and I'm sticking to it. Anyways, I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. Girl, did any of y'all get into a fight? Girl, girl, when because that be the time, girl. They say holidays is for the family to get together and love on each other and all that stuff. But girl, when you get all those different personalities under one roof, honey, somebody liable to get their ass cursed out, get popped, and then, girl, when the drinks start flowing, honey, somebody fuck around and say the wrong thing. Okay, now somebody fighting and fussing, just be a mess. Hmm. But hopefully y'all all right. Hopefully your eye ain't black if you got popped yesterday for saying something you ain't had no business saying. Okay. Anyways, child, let's go ahead and get into this mess. So Larsa Pippen receives a share of Scottie Pippen's NBA pension as part of a divorce settlement. So this is according to Jasmine Brand. Well, according to Radar Online, I'm getting it from the Jasmine Brand. Larsa Pippen was awarded monthly child and spousal support from her ex-husband, Scottie Pippen. The specifics surrounding those payments have been sealed. The Real Housewives of Miami cast member also received a portion of her ex-husband's NBA pension plan. Larsa was put on the account as an alternative payee. The court determined the sum she would be compensated using a formula. Larsa is entitled to funds Scottie contributed to the account between their marriage in 1997 and their divorce in 2016. I know Larsa Pippen is paid. Scottie and Larsa's divorce proceedings were finalized at the top of the year. Thoughts? Well, these are my thoughts. First of all, I know Larsa is paid because I don't know if y'all watched Real Housewives of Miami. I did. I started reviewing it, but I stopped. But I kept watching the season though. I think I went back and caught up and finished watching the season. But I don't think I finished reviewing the season. But anyways, I remember, you know how because the Real Housewives of Miami, they had been gone for like 11 years. I didn't go back and watch the previous seasons. I just started on the newest season. But I remember her saying, like in the confessional, kind of like, they pretty much kind of like asked her about like her money situation. I guess like the divorce from Scottie, and she was like, "I'm okay." And she kind of smirked at the end. I said, "Oh, this bitch got money." Yes, Larsa! I said, "Oh, Larsa got a cute little check." I said, "I know that's right, bitch." Anyway, this is how I look at it, girl. Larsa and Scottie were married for a very long time. I'm going to be honest with y'all. It's one thing if, you're married to someone for a year, 3 years, 4 years. I will, even with me, I'm always going to be like, girl, women get your paper too, right? Get your money. I'm not going to sit here and say that you deserve half of everything, right? Because, I mean, girl, you was only with this nigga for 2 or 3 years, and then you decided to pull the plug. But these women who have been in these relationships, like Larsa Pippen, who was with this man from a very young age, had these kids, pretty much took care of him too as a grown man. Whatever decision they came to, it was for Larsa to pretty much be like a stay-at-home mom. And I don't think it's fair that these women become these at-home mothers, stay-at-home mothers, these chefs and maids, and pretty much a slave in a way, and have to take care of everything. And then when the relationship falls to the wayside 20, 25 years later, people expect her not to get anything from the marriage. Like, that's when y'all start to have me a little fucked up on the situation. Like, no. They were together for a very long time. It's not right that y'all expect this woman to be removed from the workforce. And I'm just talking about women in general who, just happen to be in wealthy marriages. You expect this woman to be taken out of the workforce for 20, 25, 30 years. Once the marriage comes to an end, then all of a sudden y'all telling her, you better go get you a job. What the fuck you gonna put on your resume for that 25, 20-year gap? I was at home taking care of my kids and my man. What the fuck? Now you expect the bitch to go get a job as a secretary 20 years later? Girl, come on, y'all. So I'm not mad at Larsa for getting whatever money that she got out of that relationship, because from what Larsa was saying on the show, she pretty much, I mean, it's not like I'm not going to sit here and say that Scottie held a gun to her head, because I don't think that was the case. But Larsa was with Scottie, I think, at like 21. I think that's part of the reason why Larsa kind of does the things that she does now. No tea, no shade. Because her years that you usually use to kind of hoe and wild out, sweetie, she was, girl, married, having kids. So now, people kind of look at Larsa like, girl, you 40-something years old doing what you're doing. Yeah, girl, because she been pretty much a slave for the last 20-something years to Scottie Pippen and them goddamn children. So now mama is cutting up and acting a fool. I mean, girl, he had his preference. No tea, no shade. That's what we say, right? We say people got their preferences. He had his preference. I said, ain't it? I know Scotty ought to feel like a motherfucking baby. Can you imagine, girl, your ex-wife, girl, going out with your enemies? I don't know if Michael and Scotty are enemies, but I don't think they like friends like that at all. Girl, going out with your girl ex co-workers, the man who you probably can't stand no more, son. Oh, girl. When I tell you, baby, Larsa don't give a damn. Larsa don't. A part of me actually go up for Larsa because Larsa don't give a damn. Girl, like, Larsa don't give a damn. There's almost something to kind of, as crazy as it may sound, there's almost something to kind of like I said, go up for, because Larsa literally moves to the beat of her own drum. Now, I don't want to get too serious, but I also feel like with Larsa moving the way that she moves, like, because every time we look up, girl, Larsa is talking to some 22-year-old boy, 25, not 22-year-old boy, but 22-year, young man, 25-year-old man. Now she's talking to Michael Jordan's son. Like, girl, that has to be embarrassing for her sons. Like, can you imagine your mama out here at 40-something years old, girl, and every time you look up, girl, she attached to a new nigga every, girl, 3.5 months? I mean, mama gotta live too, but I could see. I'm looking at it from the kids. I'm looking at it from the son's perspective too. Like, girl, I could see them being embarrassed. Cause why does it skip, girl? Cause I'm sure Scottie was a bigger hoe than Larsa is. But at least with Scottie shit just wasn't out there in the streets. You see what I'm saying? And at the time, we really didn't have social media like that either. So Scottie was probably hoeing all around town, and we just didn't know about it. So now his whole days is gone. So Larsa wasn't hoeing because Larsa was a wife. Scottie was a husband, and he was a hoe. And that's what in my mind is what I told myself. So they probably over there. I could see the sons, because I remember it was an episode from the show where the son. I'm not gonna lie, the son. I actually kind of felt bad for Larsa because the son wasn't. What's the word I'm looking for? not respectful, but I'll just say, of lack of a better word, he just didn't come across as too respectful to Larsa on the phone. I was like, ooh, girl, he really like low key kind of like handling his mama. Like, I'm like, well, I really don't know their relationship. Maybe Larsa is a bona fide bitch, and he really don't fool with her. And the only reason why he do fool with her is because he is, she is his mama. But it was like a little phone conversation. He was real kind of like snappy. For those who watch Miami know what I'm talking about. He was real, like, one of the sons was real snappy with Larsa on the phone. And I was like, ooh, girl, he'll look. I was thinking in my head, like, girl, you doing a little too much for that to be your mama, girl. But, then the other part of me is like, well, girl, you really don't know, excuse me, their relationship. So you really can't speak on, like, why he's acting the way that he's acting. Because Larsa could be, girl, probably, Larsa could be one of the worst mamas in the world, all we know. I don't know, girl, but shout out to Larsa, though. Anyways. Oh, girl, Brandy settles legal battle with ex-housekeeper over alleged discrimination for $40,000. So Brandy has reached a $40,000 settlement with her former housekeeper who accused the singer of age discrimination and more back in March. The housekeeper, identified as Maria Elizabeth Castadina, girl, I don't know, girl, was originally seeking over $250,000. Miss Maria! Miss Maria said, I want 250. Bitch! Hell yeah! And damages for wrongful termination and violating state labor laws. To that end, through fiercely litigating the issue, Lipple's law firm was able to secure a $40,000 settlement for our client within 6 months filing the complaint. Attorneys Kevin and Thomas are now seeking fees from $39,000 to $87,000, according to court documents filed Friday. Girl, what? Girl, hold up. Is this hold up? So, girl, they won't. So they're seeking fees. That means that they're wanting Brandy to pay the lawyer fees. Attorneys Kevin and Thomas are now seeking fees from $39,194.46 to $87,445.80, according to court documents filed. So basically, Miss Maria ain't getting shit. Girl, but a couple of pennies in a Crown Royal bag, okay? Miss Maria, girl, you ain't getting no money, sister. You got to pay your pussy bill. So, girl, how you gonna sue for $250,000, walk away with $40,000? Now your attorneys are seeking fees for $39,000 to $87,000. Girl, what? How that even work? Girl, Miss Maria, girl, you should. Girl, it sounds like you ain't getting no money, cause them lawyers damn sure gonna get theirs, okay? Before you get yours. Ooh, child. Let me see something else, child. Hold up. Okay, because I wanted to make sure I was reading this right. So I went to Radar Online. So it says Brandy Norwood reached a settlement with her ex-housekeeper and agreed to pay $40K to end the battle. According to court documents obtained by Radar Online, the five-figure deal was revealed as the housekeeper's lawyers are demanding an additional $87,445 in attorney fees. Girl, Miss Maria, girl, how you gonna get this? Girl, I'm trying to figure out, girl. Somebody tell me how this is going. So Miss Maria went and got the best lawyers in town just for them to, girl, charge just for her pussy bill to rack up to $87,000, but they can only get $40,000. Girl, what? Am I saying that the right way? So Miss Maria went and got the best lawyer she could find just for her bill to be $87,000, but for them only to get her $40,000. So is Miss Maria gonna get some money? Girl, I don't know. Girl, I don't know. Y'all gonna have to let me know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know, child. Y'all let me know. Because I don't know. I don't know, child. Mm-mm. Yeah. And then you know what's so crazy? Me and my sister on the way home last night. Me and my sister asked me about Mariah Carey, and I was like, yeah, I thought I knew, but now I think about it, I don't know if I knew or not. Basically, TMZ was talking about Mariah Carey discussing until recently I lived in denial and isolation and constant fear someone would expose me. Mariah Carey on living with bipolar disorder. I didn't know. Now that I think about it, I don't think I knew Mariah was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I don't think I knew that. I think this is news to my ears. Girl, we talk about so much mess over here. I can't remember everything, but I don't recall knowing that. Girl, the only thing I remember was Mariah Carey. And I do remember that bitch. I do remember this. Remember when Mariah Carey popped up at TC? This is for the old school hoes. You got to be a certain age to know what I'm talking about, girl. It used to be a show called TRL, Total Request Live. I think that's what TRL meant. But Total Request Live, TRL, and 106 and Park used to be like the two shows back in the day that I used like. Girl, them the shows that everybody watched after school. TRL and 106 and Park. But anyways, girl, I remember one time Mariah Carey popped up at TRL with like an ice cream truck, it was she had like some real short shorts, some heels, girl. She was really giving you, girl. I just got drunk at noon, girl. She was pushing like a little ice cream cart. Y'all remember that? Mariah Carey used to be a mess. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Shout out to Mariah Carey. Shout out to Miss Mariah Carey. Oh, girl, they say Porsha and Simon got married. Girl, do we care? Congrats to Porsha Williams and Simon Guobadia. Is that his name? Today, the pair said, I do. We're told they got married at the Four Seasons in Atlanta. Sources also tell us that the wedding guests weren't allowed to bring their phones, so it's likely that very few photos will surface online. We're also told that the official images will be sold and nothing is being filmed for reality TV, i.e. Bravo. The former RHO star and her fiance got a marriage license in August in Fulton County. I mean, girl, shout out to America's favorite housewife, Porsha Williams. Y'all say she secured the bag. Can I say something, y'all? Y'all said the same thing about Fallon securing the bag, and when it was all said and done, Fallon walked away, girl, with a few pennies. Bitch, Fallon walked away with a few pennies and a Crown Royal bag. Girl, like, I don't keep up with the Simon Porsche. I didn't keep up with the Simon Porsche and what Simon got and what Simon don't got. Supposedly Simon got a lot of money. Some people say Simon don't have as much money as they say that he has. But at the end of the day, this is what I have to say. These men don't get to where they are financially because they're dumb, if that makes sense. Like, y'all really think that Porsha has swooped in to Simon and just gonna get all his money. Porsha didn't even swoop into Cardell and get all his money. When it was all said and done, Porsha couldn't even buy shoes at the mall. So I don't know why y'all thinking now all of a sudden, girl, Porsha has gotten with Simon and she got the bag now. Girl, Fallon thought she had the bag. These men are not rich and just too far removed from the world where they just gonna let some woman come in and just get all their goddamn money. Like, y'all acting like this some young, dumb NFL player. Simon is a man of a particular age. He know how this shit go. Girl, he know how this shit go. He know how this shit go. When this relationship ends, I said when. When this relationship ends, Porsha leaving whatever she came with. Probably 50 what did Fallon leave with? $50,000 in a starter home? Girl. Porsha ain't leaving with that much. Not out of Simon's pocket. That's what I think. Anyways, child. All right. I'll talk to y'all girls later. Bye, y'all.